We have always had frequencies in the air, going back to just the electromagnetic activity of our planet. However, since the inception of using frequencies, which is electricity being sent through the air, this has had the effect of the electricity going into our brain and against our mind. As they go against our mind, they give us anguish. We have been dealing with this for a while. When we have feelings in our head activity that we want to get rid of, we send it to the back of our head. We send it to the back of our head so that we can take apart the energy thought. Just like deleting a computer file, the CD doesn't go anywhere, but we defrag, take apart the stuff. That is why the back of our head is kept clear, because that's where we defrag. You have probably heard of the phrase, like water off a duck's back. This energy, as it goes into our head, but against our mind, we can feel anywhere in our head. However, most people keep it at the back, where people get rid of things. But it is always something that we have to hate, as the frequencies in the air never go away. Our cochlea is a nerve, and it is what our mind uses to feel outside of our mind. This act is called hearing. This is different to listening, as listening is more close to your earlobe and drums. However, the cochlea is felt at the intercept between, down our ear hole and behind our cheeks, more internal. With practice you can discern between using your hearing, using your listening. Everyone knows that it kept in quiet room that they will hear things. That is because they have nothing to listen to, and start using their ear. However, the frequencies that are going into our brain and against our mind, which have always been there, at the back of our head, are now being felt in your audio cortex more, because you are starting to use your ear.
It is a good thing that you are using your ear, because the ear is the ear. That is why the courts and politicians always shout hear, hear, because your ear is your ear, and is what you are with. Your loves make you feel here, and when you feel here, you are with, and it is peace, not silence, because silence is listening.
And your loves are always here with you. You just don't feel here all the time, because of these things. It is good that you have started to realize that there are disturbances going against your mind. These are the shadows which have anguished your mind for so long, with the psychological effects of making you think of all sorts of anguishing things as they anguish your mind. How it works is that in our mind, we make the energy, and we also shape the energy, but with this frequency, it is not all energy, however we shape it, so it feels effortless, but we always shape it. However, the energy is always going against us, and so anything you shape will be against you too. How we shape it is how we make sense of it, even though you shape it, as it goes against you. It is not you, it is not your energy, and it is always going to go against you. All you can do is hate it, defrag it, out the back of a duck's mind, so to speak. However, the frequencies are constant. When you have a bad feeling, you do the same thing. However, the bad feeling goes and doesn't anguish you again. But this electricity in the air never stops anguishing your mind. I am glad that I have found my ear. I know now that 98% of my anguish in life has come from outside anguishing electricity, which I have shaped, made the sense of, as it has gone against me my whole life, always feeling damned, like a shadow, where everything in this universe is doomed and terrible, but we just get over it anyway. But it is not doomed and terrible, and the anguish is never you, ever. You are never the anguish. Even when you make your own bad feeling, you cast it off, and all of this electricity in the air makes you feel so much anguish, but you have to hate it. Most people don't use their here, and it makes it easier for them. But I prefer to use my here. Because here is peace, here is with, and you don't have to run to find it. Everything you love is here. You will always have to hate these frequencies, but it's okay, because you are already here, with your loves. And the only way I came to this wasn't because I hated the frequencies first, but because I learned to use my here, my here. What you are with is always here, you just don't always feel it. If you want some help learning that you control this energy as it goes against your mind, practice this. Practice that it is the FBI hounding you. Practice that it is your neighbors hounding you. Practice that it is aliens hounding you. You change them with your subconscious. It is not your energy that you are shaping, but you do shape it. But as it goes against you, it will go through the cracks of your own feelings, and you can change it with how you are receptive to them. You change them with your receptiveness of them as the energy goes against you. You will find no answers from them, as they are simply the things you are making with energy going against your mind, and you will shape them with your own senses. However, they will use the senses you have and be shaped by you as they go against you. Everyone in the planet hates them. But now you notice them more because you are starting to use or hear more. I've got more to share. Happy to answer any questions. Am not an expert. Am not saying I am right and others are wrong. This is what I feel. I think most of you understand what it is like now, having your own feelings being contested now. I understand too.
It is a good thing that you are using your here, because the here is the here. Because your here is your here. Make you feel here, and when you feel here, you are with, and it is peace, not silence, because silence is listening. It is a good thing that you are using your here, because the here is the here. Make you feel here, and when you feel here, you are with, and it is peace, not silence, because silence is listening. It is a good thing that you are using your here, because the here is the here. Make you feel here, and when you feel here, you are with, and it is peace, not silence, because silence is listening. And when you feel here, you are with, and it is peace, not silence. Not silence, because silence is listening. Because silence is listening.
Because silence is listening. Because silence